Hear it, and see it when you want it. On demand, audio and video at 630wpro.com.
I want to make an effort to reach out to you and thank you publicly for the courage to do what you do. I know how difficult that is as a policeman for 28 years, to step out of the box you came from, to step in something different. I understand the struggles you have, so I look forward to continued relationship working with you and the Institute. The Neighborhood Response Team began in 2005, the State Police and Province Police partnership, with initiatives from troopers, Province police officers patrolling together in the city. In May this year, I sat down with the governor, and we discussed strategies to be effective, be part of the solution here in Providence. Our strategy was simple: to deploy troopers back into the city of Providence in coordinating with their Chief of Police, Hugh Clements. I appreciate the governor's moral and financial commitment in supporting of getting this done and making a difference here. Governor, thank you. This summer, the Neighborhood Response Team worked diligently and differently. We utilized a coordinated effort among everyone that I just mentioned. We saw fit to once again partner with Providence Police in an effort to curb this violence. Several days a week since May 3rd, the NRT, as we refer to it, has been deployed in problematic areas, dictated by crime mapping provided to us by Providence Police Department.
Individual group on group that are not identified gang or neighborhood groups. There's no doubt that we have significant challenges ahead of us. What happened this past week on Monday night is simply tragic. Tragic to the entire city, tragic to friends and families of the victims, tragic to all of us. But again, we don't live in a perfect society. Unfortunately, this is not a new issue. Gun violence is a serious problem across America. I brought this up before on radio interviews and on television interviews. There are between 16,000 and 22,000 homicides in America per year. Staggering, staggering number. The last several years has seen a trend downwards, but last year the trend is creeping back upwards. At times here in Providence, we are remarkably quiet. We reach stretches of 3, 4, 5 months with 0 homicides, and then all of a sudden we hit a very rough patch. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, we are unable to stop all acts of violence. But again, guns are a main focus in the City of Providence Police Department. The mayor talked about it, and I can tell you in my 27 years in the police department, a gun apprehension in the City of Providence is a big deal. And the aggressive officers on the street, they strive to make those gun arrests. Just Monday night, we had a very active patrolman. 3 o'clock in the morning, he saw a suspicious person up in the north end of the city. Didn't like the way that he was suspiciously acting. He approached him. Into a short time into it, there's a struggle. The subject is fighting with the policeman. During the fight, the policeman is alone. It's 3 in the morning. It's on a dark street. During the fight, the gun falls out of the suspect's pant leg. He doesn't have time for call for other cars. He's able to gain control of the suspect. The suspect at one point tried to run away, ripped his shirt off his back. He ended up capturing him and seizing the firearm. That is the 73rd firearm we've seized in the city this year. There are a lot of guns out there. We are aggressively getting those guns off the street. And you don't need me to tell you, if we did not get every one of those 73 guns off the street, there are at least 73 more acts of violence. Each of those guns are carried by people to either commit a robbery, to intimidate someone, to threaten to shoot someone, or to shoot and maybe kill someone. So 73 firearms to date this year is an impressive number. Last year, we took 134 firearms off the street. It's a big number for a city of our size, but every year we're getting consistently over 100 firearms. 134 was a big number last year. The mayor talked to it. Tenny talked to it to the point of there is no magic solution. And I can tell you that. We, Commander Tommy Oates, he's been here longer than me, 33 years on the job. Tommy Verdi commanded the Narcotics and Violent Crime Unit for several years. We know what we're doing. In fact, people around the country come and visit us because of our unique and innovative partnerships with people like Tenny. I look around the room. We have partnerships with people around this room we deal with daily. I look at Director A.T. Wall and his people, Lynn Corey, Lynn Gardner. We deal with these people, we work with these people every single day. Colby, Doug Victor from the Crime Watch. These are people that we work with. It's not a fake partnership. Every Tuesday we have a command staff meeting. Around the table are approximately 20 police officers at command level, and as well, there are people from the community who sit there and we talk about crime the past week. We strategize about what we've done, what we can do, what we can do better. So we're constantly looking at what we can do better. This October, there's a national conference, police conference coming to Providence. We've been selected. It's the Problem-Oriented Policing Conference, the POP Conference, where police departments all over the country travel yearly, and they talk and they listen to what other innovative police departments are doing about similar crime problems all across the country. This year they're coming to Providence, and they'll be here from all over the country. A lot of people come to our city to see what we're doing because we have some nationally recognized programs out there around the country. We utilize best practices. Although they may not be our idea, we look around and see what people are doing about prostitution, corner gangs, drugs in the neighborhood. We do that routinely, but as well, people look upon us and they see what the Providence Police Department are doing about crime. We have a name out there. Just this past week, Tuesday, at our staff meeting, we had the Grand National Police Force from the Bahamas. Their whole command staff was at our meeting. They are dealing with terrible bouts of crime. They're reaching record numbers. They have people with connections to the Providence Police. They wanted to hear what we're doing. And here we are ourselves the night before. We're struck with a triple homicide, a terrible incident. And they were concerned for our troubles, but they're in worse shape. This is a national urban problem, as I identified, almost 17,000 homicides last year in America, predominantly in urban areas. It's a struggle. But we continue to press forward with our partners, all of our partners, and there are many, both law enforcement, the Rhode Island State Police, the NRT, the FBI, U.S. Attorney's Office, Attorney General's Office, DEA, ATF, all of them. We work with them on a daily, weekly basis. Department of Corrections, very important to us.